U Menteri Rengba Agajala u Konrad ke Sangma hei emlang u Menteri Kecnat Penroisor u singau bahalang dhar wa u MLA ke Jowai u Wailat Miki Shela. Debu ke ya umu yurim bo chna ya ke Integrated Development Complex Mini Secretariat hei thau wa em ke PWD North Division halat Thalabo Jowai. U Konrad da ongu wa gani ke Integrated Development Complex da wanra ko ya ichakri kichnat sorkar hapo ko wi ke yung wa pensuk ya ki pajba hei wa ye ki upendep ye kam yang ki hapo ipor wa biang we hai widon iyung. Da pentip ule wa da bu muyurim le ya ke Integrated Development Complex hatura hagis ngi wawan. Ya ke ni Integrated Development Complex Jowai u chna hei dor wakat kendi poin praklur. Ki yung kre kam wa em hakato ka Deputy Commissioner's Office, wagichnat kam ka Election Branch, Supply Branch, Revenue Branch, Planning Branch, Basin Development, ka Social Welfare, District Child Protection Office, Sports Department, Treasury Branch, Excise Department, IPR Office, Tourism Border Area, Mining Department wa kiwi le wedaw AY yakitaw ki walay.
Kenuha ki porbulat embiji kalam kawong ki riwang bah ke Jowai konusi. Tip ke Jowai suara une ya kami hai. Hai por macua di ukurong minum ikhmat korim yongi. Inong yul personally tang du mi ke porong ke kana ongi we. Kikam butuh le ukasi mule kau lokal meworim. Untuk ben ke MLA tu budeng. Dan pertama mau ya tak nawi aku minum ikhmat. Handai ngau kini ke por untuk penduduk kami tewara. The present legislator, the president of Kamran Mubudin di yang gubernur Gusateng. Ngakan mundu PhD project, ngakan nuhai porwara yaga join not division ini songpo. Kita kita ia lokal ni di Kamtam. Ogi mana pordu ni usara waru seborok legislation ngawang ni di. Kawan-kawan ke sarkar kamju rak PM kaju bu lori PM. Nggak tahu kita dah kena kenrai. Ayo kamera ni kamu ni lam ni opi perkat jangai. Kamu nusi bini bitau hai bitau. Kamu nurat ni bitau perama. Yo rak suk kita pengen ni mesti mandori. Kini Mini Secretariat memang kewini office. Kena mana first phase. Mana complete kini. Menumela more or less. Mundu naik ke arah sendiri office wanang di hasil juga point. Yo suk ikure kam man kebit easy coordination. Hai tahu dia kam citi ya wong epi from one table to another table haga arta de become public. Kita tahu kemudian government yongi lembaga advice lembaga pusing ambil yongi. Dalam ini DC plus dah right bagi itu dah right sebut ini serikal shop dah bolangi mana ini sentar mana kan one point contact. Kini tak boleh kita mayur kali subuh untuk kamu nuksal kiantam. Kini CM bahita haya musim. Kalau beruntung subuh anggolat tu, ibu tahu saya sini le, simpor resmi. Jadi ujung itu kapor, we improving ya ke system of working of government, how man how. Kini man gunito, di mana dia punya project, kejikur kuyu pai bang berjuai kantan di district Rogui manguyo nongba.
This is a very new idea. And this idea is something that we strongly feel is important for us to bring reforms in the administration and to make the overall public service delivery a much more simpler and easier process. It started with us coming up with an act that would allow or would make and ensure that a public service would be delivered at a specific time period. For example, a caste certificate sometimes takes weeks, months. But through this act, the officials and the departments and the administration will have to ensure that this particular certificate is given to the concerned applicant within a certain specific period of time. And also ensure and enable the people to come to one stop and be able to access the services that they desire based on whichever department that they want to go to. Not only would it help us save space and area and allow us to use the different government locations and buildings which are currently being used for maybe something more productive, maybe expanding the roads, maybe allowing different kind of beautification projects to come up. But then, more importantly, it would allow the services to be given from one location. And hence this concept of an integrated development complex came up. And we strongly feel that these are the reforms that we require to do in order to be able to move forward as a state. The concept of having DC offices as different block offices or different departmental offices had come up a long time back. But times change. We move forward. We decide how we can make things better. And therefore we come up with reforms. And therefore this third part of creating administrative reforms through infrastructure and policy creation was a very important step for us, keeping in mind that the service delivery to the people is paramount to us. Fourth, we've also been examining on how we can make the entire experience for a public or a person or a citizen to get services much more simpler and easier. Today, sometimes our people go and they cannot communicate sometimes in different languages. They cannot fill up the forms. They are not able to connect with the system, and hence they sometimes get lost. So therefore, there is an urgent requirement to reform the ways in which the entire interface, along with technology, how could we have a much more pleasant interface to allow the people to be able to access the services they need in a much more simpler manner. And this is the fourth part of our reforms which we are still working on. I am only sharing these ideas with you to tell you that these things just didn't happen just because we want to lay a foundation stone. No. It's part of a much bigger plan. It's part of an overall blueprint which is targeted towards citizen-centric governance. It's targeted towards making life easier for our people. It's targeted towards ensuring that people get service on time, in an easy way, and in a much more smoother way.